The other ones scale or take a little bit too much time. So even Lucian may have been okay here, but it would have been a full physical damage composition at that point.
And talking about this Janna pick especially, because this is something that we only recently started seeing.
Was the Adrian special.
The Adrian special, right. But I was talking to Azale earlier today about it because of the fact that we are seeing it again now. And he was talking about how the coin changes have been so big in enabling champions that like to build the coin to come back in a little bit and once again have a presence there in the bottom lane.
Yeah, I said this yesterday when it was locked in and coin was taken, where Janna passive Tailwind is 8% movement speed when you're moving towards her. Exactly the same as the Ancient Coin line. So then you would have 16% or however they stack them. Unsure if it's additive or multiplicative. But yes, it gives people a lot of movement speed to kite back towards you. But this composition really wants to go forward. This is a move in, try to have some early game moves, try to shut down TSM's comp before they scale, and that's what they're going to be looking to do for here on Dignitas' side, which once again has a lot of teamfight prowess with Sivir ultimate as well as Maokai ulti.
There's a lot of damage in there too. I mean, you've got Talia, you've got Graves, you've got Sivir, you've got the one big tank in the Maokai, and that's the guy that's going to be protected. But the rest of the team is just going to try to rockets. Monster will continue the split push.
They're looking for Doblelift. They're trying to go for Doblelift here. Shrimp is actually going to go through. Here's the Talia wall.
Uh-oh, Double. This could be the first blood. Should be the first blood. And it goes over to Key.
Yeah, he's doing what AD carries should be doing around Dignitas, but I feel like Dig someday can TP in here if something happens.
Oh, catch out onto Shrimp. That could be huge. They find the damage of burn him down right there at the start. Adrian now having a run from Bjergsen, who bounced forward to find more auto attacks. He's locked down. Adrian caught out. And 2 for 0 for TSM.
Yeah. Someday doesn't have a great teleport position or ward, and TP's a little too late, cancels it, and TSM, great play from them to actually get something back with Biofrost, taking a lot of damage.
That was really, really close to being bad, but Biofrost still in good enough shape to walk away from that one. Quick replay of how they got this catch.
Yeah, and this is great from Hanser. You're thinking about game one where that last fight happened and he TP'd in and went in. And people were like, what was going on? It's a team call, and this is a team call from TSM to go in because they have the package, they have tools to catch out these members who overstayed, and at the end of the day, they don't get that top tier 2. It's a 1-for-1 in turret trades, and then they trade members across the board. That's 2-for-1 in terms of overall Doblelift for Shrimp and Adrian, and a 1-for-1 in turret trades.
TSM coming out on top of that one, just like you said. They're not a shield, give them a heal, give them on-hit drain as well as attack speed.
Yeah, the attack speed is huge too. And it lasts for 6 seconds as well. And then the Janna shield is a 6.5 second cooldown. So you can pretty much keep that up 100% on a single person if you wanted to.
Dignitas fires off the wall, which one person
looking for
really pull that initiation trigger, and that person is now getting initiated on himself. Having to flash away here in the bottom lane. Hanser continuing the attack underneath the turret.
Turn it.
Someday just keeping these guys here as Altec and Adrian come in. The cavalry arrives. They cut down Bjergsen and Altec once more. Hanser jumping away with the leap strike onto the nearby minion wave. But they get one kill.
Yeah, someday.
But they did have...
Oh boy, didn't kill the Blast Gun. Svenskeren has like multiple ways in.
Time. Biofrost, Doublelift, Svenskeren all over the wall. Baron below 1/4 HP. Sejuani ulti makes its way in. Doublelift goes over, trying to see what he can go now. Someday trying to block it, but the Baron is secured. Shrimp makes sure he's got it as Doublelift gets evaporated by the power of that Graves damage.
But here comes the powered recalls to stop Hanser on that turret. Jax backing away.
Jax just does so much. Shrimp, can you get him?
QSS.
Still trying to catch up, flashing forward. But over the wall he goes, and Hanser is safe.
But he pulled them away from pressuring the top, and he bought time for the Baron buff to wear off. And now, here comes the engage.
Breaking out. This team fight could determine a lot of where this is going to go. Someday eating a lot of auto attacks from Doblelift. Svenskeren looking to tank here right in the middle. Bjergsen grabbing the kill onto Adrian. Doblelift taking a lot in return. Altec exhausted. Cannot make that counterattack happen just yet. Shrimp stops the back from Hanser. Force. This is a very tanky Jax.
And they have to start something here. Someday's going to maybe look for an ultimate. Righteous Glory trying to reach that backline. Got slowed.
Gets himself slowed down, but he's made his way into the very middle of TSM lines. Popping off the ultimate as it crawls forward, rooting down to airborne Biofrost. Svenskeren continuing to kite himself backwards. Haunter on the back line of Keen and Shrimp as they continue to try to lead up. He's got the grip. Find the damage, and Altex grabbing a killing spree. Svenskeren falls. Doblelift on the run. Altex still looking to get him too. A little bit more should seal his fate. That poor little Yordle. Doesn't matter if you got a spooky hat or not. I think the tornado will just do enough to keep him slowed down, and Altex got a rampage.
Yep, and that's what you need to do as Dignitas. You need to start those fights, and now Baron is back on the table, and they're doing the 6 items right now. He is an item and a half ahead. This pickup for Dig has been worked.
All right, inhibitors down. Doblelift got rooted by the ultimate from the Maokai. Dignitas still wanting to pressure this forward. Doblelift caught out and destroyed. Alltech unstoppable as TSM may find themselves in a truly dire situation. Haunter on the front line, tanking things up with a counter-strike. Inhibitor now, the focus for Dignitas in the bottom lane. A 2-inhib game should be able to put them in a spot where they are firmly in control. Even Haunter will have difficulty split pushing against this as the Nexus becomes the target. Sven, Bjergsen, TSM have to find some way to survive this, but it doesn't look like they will. Biofrost the next one to fall. Haunter and Svenskeren having to defend as Bjergsen heals up. Nexus turret number 1 halfway down. The backdoor protection comes online as Sunday continues to tank time after time after time. And Haunter gets thrown up into the air. The helicopter will not save him. Svenskeren cannot escape. And Bjergsen will be the last man to fall as Dignitas 2-0 TSM.
TSM, we're in first place, tied in a 3-way tie, and Dignitas in 4th say, no, we're coming for the Titans. They have to play the other 3 teams, and now they're gonna say, we're coming for those top spots.
A phenomenal showing from Dignitas, and especially from Alltech. He came to compete, becoming the new AD carry for this team, taking this bottom lane to new levels.
This bottom lane, the double A tier.